Hello students, in this video lecture we are going to see procedure to find a line integral. Suppose we have an integral like this, integral over c f of z dz, where c is any closed curve in the given region. Therefore there are a few cases out of which we are going to see. First one, when the integral when the integral over c f of z dz is equal to integral over c pi of z divided by z minus z naught dz, or we can write this integral as integral over c phi of z divided by z minus z naught raised to n dz. Okay, so to solve this type of integrals we have another cases, because we are going to check the point if z naught is inside and outside. Okay, so what happens when z naught is a point inside c? So suppose study the case 1, sub case 1. If z naught is a point inside c, then f of z is not analytic inside and on c. Therefore by Cauchy's integral formula we can write that integral as integral over c f of z dz is equal to integral over c phi of z divided by z minus z naught raised to 1 dz, or the integral phi of z divided by z minus z naught raised to n into dz over the closed curve c. So now let's see what happened. So by Cauchy's integral formula, value of this integral, value of this integral by using Cauchy's integral formula that we have studied in the previous lecture is nothing but 2 pi I into phi of z naught. Okay, instead of writing phi of z we have f of z there. So without a confusion we may take here phi of z, and the value of this integral is 2 pi I into phi of z naught. Okay, and in the last lecture we have also seen Cauchy's integral formula for derivatives. So remembering that formula, value of this integral over c phi of z divided by z minus z naught raised to n dz is nothing but 2 pi I divided by n minus 1 factorial, n minus 1 the derivative of pi at z naught. Okay, so this is the case, sub case number 1. Now see what happens when point z naught is outside c. If z naught is a point outside c, then f of z is analytic. If the point is outside, then f of z is analytic inside and on c. Therefore by Cauchy's theorem, value of the integral becomes 0. So in the first lecture we have seen Cauchy's theorem. If f of z is analytic function inside and on a closed curve c, then value of that integral is equal to 0. That we have seen in the first lecture. Okay, now let us see the next point. When our function or the integral, now let me make some steps here. Now see the second case. What happens when our function is expressed as integral over c f of z dz is expressed as integral over c phi of z divided by z minus z1 into z minus z2 dz. So by observing the denominator of this function, there are few cases. So let me write sub case number 1. If z1 z2 are the points outside c, c is the closed curve. Okay, So if Z1 and Z2 are the points outside closed curve C, then f of z equal to that I have furtherly written here phi of z divided by z minus z1 into z minus z2 is analytic inside and on C. Okay. So by Cauchy's theorem, therefore by Cauchy's theorem, what is the value of the integral? By Cauchy's theorem, integral over C f of z dz equal to integral over C phi of z divided by z minus z1 z minus z2 into dz is equal to 0. So let us remember this formula. This is very important formula. If z1, if this z1 and this z2, these 2 points are outside the C, then we have the integral of or this type of integral becomes 0. Now let us see the case number 2, sub case number 2. So sub case number 2 is, now I would like to take these 2 points inside. If both the points Z1 and Z2 are inside C, then if both the points Z1 and Z2 are inside C, then f of z is not analytic inside and on C. Now what happens when our function is not analytic inside and on C? So I would like to express that f of z as phi of z divided by z minus z1 into z minus z2. Okay, where these 2 points are inside C and hence our function f of z is not analytic in that case. So express phi of z divided by z minus z1 into z minus z2 by partial fraction as phi of z divided by z minus z1 into z minus z2 is equal to a divided by z minus z1 plus b divided by z minus z2. Therefore value of the integral f of z dz over c is equal to value of the integral a divided by z minus z1 dz plus integral over c b divided by z minus z2 dz. Okay, now by Cauchy's integral formula, value of this integral is a into, because a is constant, a into 2 pi I into pi of z1 plus b into 2 pi I pi of z2. But by observing this equation star, pi of z in that case is 1, and okay, So both the integrals in this are having phi of z as 1. Hence value of the integral over c f of z dz equal to a into 2 pi I plus b into 2 pi I. This is the required value of the integral. Okay. Now let us take case number third. That is, if z1 is inside and z2 is outside. Okay. Or we may say z1 is outside and z2 is inside. Then f of z is not analytic inside and on C, because z1 is inside C. Therefore, f of z is not analytic inside and on C. Therefore, the integral over C f of z dz is expressed as integral over C. So see here, z2 is outside, hence z2 is a point at which our function is analytic. So I would have to express f of z as phi of z divided by z minus z2 and total divided by z minus z1, okay, into dz. So this function, the function phi of z divided by z minus z2 is analytic because see here, z2 is outside. Okay, so at z2 the function phi of z divided by z minus z0 is z2 is analytic. Therefore, value of this integral is integral over c f of z dz equal to integral over c phi of z divided by z minus z2 total divided by z minus z1 into dz is equal to 2 pi I into phi of z1 divided by z1 minus z2. Okay, so this is because of Cauchy's integral formula. These are the three sub cases when the function is expressed as f of z is equal to phi of z divided by z1 z minus z1 into z minus z2. So in that case, we have three sub cases and that we have studied here. Now see another case which is also a sub case, because we have seen only one case, that is z1 is outside and z2 is inside. Now let us see the case number fourth, sub case number fourth. If z1 is inside, z1 is outside and z2 is inside, see, then also f of z is not analytic. Okay, in that case we express f of z as phi of z divided by z minus z1, because at the point z1 our function is analytic, hence I have written here f of z as phi of z divided by z minus z1 total divided by z minus z2. Now the integral over c f of z dz is equal to integral over c phi of z divided by z minus z1 divided by z minus z2 dz. So by Cauchy's integral formula, value of this integral is nothing but 2 pi I into pi of z2 divided by z2 minus z1. This is the required value of the given integral f of z dz over c when the point z1 is outside and z2 is inside. Okay, so these are the four sub cases. So let us recall the four cases. In the first case, we have seen both the points outside C, therefore its integral is 0 by Cauchy's theorem. In the second case, if both the points z1 and z2 are inside C, then f is not analytic inside and on C. Therefore, we use partial fraction so that we can express the given function as a divided by z minus z1 plus b divided by z minus z2. Therefore, the value of integral is a times 2 pi I plus b times 2 pi I. And next case is one point is outside and one point is inside. That is, if z1 is inside and z2 is outside, then the value of this integral. And in the final case, we have seen if z1 is outside and z2 is inside C, then f of z is not analytic. Therefore, f of z can be expressed as phi of z divided by z minus z1 divided by z minus z2. Therefore, the integral is f of z dz over c is equal to 2 pi I into phi of z2 divided by z2 minus z1.